Hello and welcome back to Project Nihilum Zero. Last time, we met Soren, our new roommate slash cellmate? Yeah. He gave us some vague answers to our questions. We still have no idea what's really going on, but hey, at least we have a name now. So, how about we wake up to a new day? Night? Time isn't real here, guys. Okay, maybe we'll get to find out what that test was. The next time you wake up again, it's in your dimly lit cell. The cold, hard surface underneath gives you an uncomfortable jolt. The sound of a creaking door wakes you up abruptly. You try to look around. Panic sets in. The caretakers enter, faces hidden in the shadowy light. You instinctively try to peer out into the hallway. A weird feeling nags at you. You doesn't want desperately to see what lies outside your cell. Outside of the test room you've been in previously. The headache kicks in, but the memories behind the mask remain out of reach.
Get up.
Hands forward.
You desperately look for help and spot Soren, your cellmate, sound asleep on the bunk nearby. Frustration hits as you realize you're on your own in this messed up situation. You get to your feet, handcuffs clinking as they close around your wrists. The familiar metallic sounds make the whole thing even more surreal. The caretakers throw a blindfold over your eyes, and suddenly, it's dark.
Move.
They guide you down the corridor, each step echoing in your ears. The blindfold messes with your sense of direction, making you rely entirely on the hand steering you. Time passes at a weird pace, and you can't estimate how long the walk takes. Finally, the caretakers remove the blindfold, and the sudden brightness reveals another laboratory. The room is crammed with 2 examination beds and cluttered with various medical instruments. Cages line up at one wall, holding test animals with a mix of mutated and distorted appearances. The air carries a strange blend of sterile cleanliness and the unmistakable scent of dirty animals. Some of the creatures inside the cages look unnaturally mutated, triggering a slight sense of unease in you. As if this whole other thing is not uneasy? No, it's the animals. Like, really mutated and messed up. That's what's getting the uneasiness, not everything else. The room's atmosphere becomes a weird fusion of scientific experimentation and the unsettling reality of the mutated beings within. The caretakers push you towards a metal table where a guy wearing a lab coat, who looks like he hasn't slept in years, is shuffling through a clipboard. Idiot, I am tired. Oh, I feel that. I feel that. I am also an idiot, and I am also usually tired. Your eyes wander towards the keycard he has hung around his neck and can decipher the name Sullivan.
Sit.
He sounds gruff, yet seems to be a professional. Shh, okay. You know what, I believe it. Sure. Sullivan starts poking and prodding, doing his test like he's been at this forever. Despite the gruffness, he handles you with care.
Name?
You know what he wants to hear. I know what he wants to hear. That doesn't mean I'm going to respond with it. You know what? We're going to find out. We're gonna find out real fast. Aslak. He blinks. Slowly. He then opens his mouth, yet stays silent. You notice a mix of confusion and tension in his gaze.
I mean your number and color.
Gray 1661.
Let's get this over with.
Surprisingly, Sullivan takes his time around. He sits down for a minute, feeling tired due to staying up all night and working, and having to deal with my attitude. The room stays quiet, except for the occasional sound of equipment and his pen scratching the clipboard. As Sullivan resumes his tests, he can't help but steal glances at the caged creatures. Their distorted forms and the peculiar mix of smells create an eerie backdrop to the clinical examination. The sterile environment clashes starkly with the bizarre mutations, adding an extra layer of discomfort to an already bizarre experience. It is obvious that Sullivan's main field of research isn't with humans like you.
Any discomfort, pain, or unusual sensations? I'm checking for any physical changes and must keep track of your symptoms too.
You know what? I'll be honest for once in my life. Headache. He nods, writing down on his notes.
It will subside. However, I can't increase your daily dose of pain meds, you know.
Yeah. I know. Don't increase pain medication more than you need to, especially if it's like actually a really good medication. Don't do it. Sullivan sighs and keeps doing his tests. The room's got this slow, deliberate vibe, and out of nowhere he stands up and gets some more equipment.
I need to take some blood for additional tests.
He also takes his time setting up for the equipment. Can I just leave? Can I just don't skedaddle? Can we leave? Surprisingly, he sits back down, seeming like he is taking it slow on purpose. Either get it over with or I'm leaving, is what this is gonna turn into. The room becomes quiet as he drops bits of blood, carefully labeling each file. Ugh. I am not always the best with blood work. Or needles. I can handle it here, but it's like, it's one of those things that I'm just like, oh boy. Sometimes I can just feel it, like, in my arm, and like, yeah. Anyways. Watching him makes you feel a mix of discomfort and curiosity. Sullivan, even with his tired eyes, keeps focused on his task at hand. The room turns into this sort of quiet zone with the distant humming sounds of the facility.
You're done. Back to your cell.
Another wave of pain suddenly hits your head, making you groan in pain. He gathers his notes and equipment, giving you an almost pitying look.
Wow, I think I need to do some more tests.
With swift movements, he searches through some boxes and pulls out some pill blisters. Wait, that's what those are called? Huh. I did not know that. He pops out 3 of them, handing them to you with a glass of water. His gaze hushes towards the door. He knows the caretakers are waiting outside.
Shush.
Okay. Then he takes some sticky electrodes and puts them on your chest and stomach area. Still watching the door out of the corner of his eyes, he says with a slightly increased voice.
Oh, seems like I forgot to do some major tests.
Without thinking twice, you gulp down the meds. Even if you refused, he probably would have made you take them anyway. Also, I'm in pain. I'm gonna do anything to get rid of this pain. Sighing, he leaned back a little, waiting for the pills to take effect. Sullivan performs some measures on a computer, taking his time.
Seems good so far. Your body is healthy.
Doesn't feel like it! Carefully, he takes off the electrodes and puts them aside, turning around to study the results a little closer. He adds some numbers to his notes and then turns the sheet. Surprised, he stares at the unfilled backside. Then he rolls his eyes and sighs in annoyance.
I forgot something. For real?
Searching through some more drawers, he finally looks back at you. He then turns to the drawer again. He groans in annoyance.
Okay. Don't move. I must get something from the room next door.
He takes his notes on you, unlocks a drawer on his desk with a small movement, and puts them aside. Inside. That says inside. He throws a serious look at you, then turns around and heads out of the room. Silence. You don't know how long it will take him to return. You don't know if he is actually gone and not just testing you. Yet, a feeling in you urges you to take a look at the files he just locked up inside of the desk. Now or never. You know what? We're gonna look. We're gonna look. On trembling feet, you stumble across the room, going past the weird-looking animals. Their stench hits your nose, but you are far too focused on what you were doing. Also, he never said to leave. He just... At least I think that... He didn't say to, like... Hold on, I want to check. History... Oh, I guess he did say don't move. Fine. I'm breaking the rules. Oh, big deal. Getting closer to the desk, you see the lock is a 4-digit code. TikTok? You know what, we're gonna try once. Okay, a code. It seems to be his office, so what kind of code would a lazy, or rather tired guy choose? You have 3 trials to get to 4-digit code. Write the code in with your keyboard. It will automatically get checked. Alright, we're gonna try 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. Okay. 5, 5, 5, 5? I am definitely not going to guess it. You know what? We're gonna just try mine. We're just gonna try my numbers. Your fingers tremble as you fiddle with the lock. Suddenly, the door to the room opens and a cold shiver runs down your spine. Feeling the stares of Sullivan and the caretakers on your back, you lower your arms and stand up. I just wanted to look. This is not even the worst thing I've probably done here. Just in this moment, strong hands grab you, force on the blindfold, and bind your hands again.
Oh, that was a bad choice.
Probably not the worst choice I've made here, good sir. Less gentle than before, you get dragged back to your cell.